Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am sorry for the lack of videos, but I was sick last week and I was just in no mood to make videos. I get a lot of questions about my height for some weird reason. People are very interested to know how tall I am. There was a picture I posted once on Instagram and it showed like my entire body, like head to toe. And someone commented and they were like, wow, I didn't realize you were that short. And I was like, first of all, I thought it was pretty publicized that I'm not the tallest person in the world. You don't have to make me feel bad about it. I'm not the tallest person out there. I'm not the tallest person you're ever gonna meet. I am 5'7", 5'8", if I'm wearing like the right pair of shoes. You know when you're short and everybody has those like one pair of shoes they wear that are like, those are my height shoes. Like they just give you just a little bit extra. Or if you have like orthopedics that go like inside your shoe, they just give you a little extra boost and you're like, I'm gonna wear those shoes today because I want to be taller. As I said, I've been sick for a little bit now, and when I'm sick, I like to look through really random articles, and I found an article that talked about tall and short people, and the title of this article is Taller People Earn More Money. The latest study in Australia found that being 6 foot tall raises your annual income by $1,000 compared to men who are 2 inches shorter. Okay, well, I'm 5'7", so what does that leave me with? And actually, I've heard this quite a bit. I've heard that taller men tend to make more money than shorter guys because it's like a power thing and you're taller. And so I think I'm just gonna stick to the internet because this way, you don't know how tall I am. Well, you do, I'm telling you, but in the past you have. Anyways, so as I'm like sitting, I'm sick, I sort of made a weird little list of things that I don't like and things that I like about being short, and I thought I would share that with you. My mom always told me growing up, because my mother is shorter, my dad is sort of like just above average height, and she always told me growing up, listen Michael, you're gonna grow until you're 21 years old. So like when I was like 17, 18, getting upset at her, being like, you gave me the short genes, this is your fault. She'd always be like, don't worry, you're gonna grow until you're 21. Well, I'm 22 and I'm not going anywhere. I can go on my tippy toes, but not much is happening. The first thing that I really don't like about being short are pants. It's very hard to find pants that fit you and flatter you because you always have that like bunch of fabric that comes at the bottom of your pants, and you have two choices. You can either look like you have just like a rolled up bit of fabric at the bottom of your pants and look stupid, or you can like roll up your pants and look like you're in the 5th grade and your mom bought you pants that are too long, but she doesn't want to return them, so she rolls them up instead. Did this happen to me in real life? Most likely. On the note of clothes, finding a suit is literally impossible. Probably more so because I work out and I have quite broad shoulders, I have a bit larger arms, my thighs are a bit bigger because I exercise my legs a lot, but it doesn't help that I'm short and I have all of those things, because when I go in to find a suit and I find one that fits my shoulders really well, then I have these really short arms, so the fabric just like runs right off my hands and I'm like flapping fabric everywhere, and I'm like, this is not gonna work for me. They have those like big and tall stores. Why can't they have like the short and little stores, like where like I could go to find pants that fit me perfectly? Isn't there a market for that? Like, there are short guys out there. That should be a thing. Okay, so the next thing that I was thinking of, and this actually related to like the exact moment that I was writing it. So I was sick, I ate a really big meal because I felt like it, and afterwards I was like, why do I always have a food baby every single time that I eat? And I realized because my torso is smaller than most torsos. Like my chest is here and then my belly button's like right here. So most guys who are a bit taller, like everything is stretched out a bit, but with me, it's all kind of like contained. And so I realized that every single time that I eat a big meal, I'm pregnant. 32 weeks. It's a girl. Recently, I got sent these shoes from a company called Ufi. They're a Canadian brand, actually. They're these shoes right here. And I have been looking for height boosting shoes for a really long time because sometimes I find products that you can slip into the shoe if you want to have a bit of a boost that day. But these are shoes that actually completely boost your height by 2.75 inches. And so you get that through the platform heel Then there's also like a built-in sole that has like room on the inside that increases your height. Oofy sent me over these shoes, and so I wanted to try these on for you guys. As you guys can see, there's a pretty big difference between my height. I am short, and then all of a sudden, bam, he's tall. He's earning $2,000 more a year. Wow. Oh my God, he's so rich. He's gonna go on a vacation with that extra money. So if you're from the States, check these out because they'll actually be less expensive for you because you're lucky to have US dollar. And if you're from Canada, you get free shipping, so everyone wins. You know what, being short is not all bad. There are definitely perks to being a bit shorter. And there are also like hacks to get around how short you actually are. So I live near a theme park, and so growing up, my parents would always take me, and I always wanted to go on the roller coasters, but in a lot of theme parks, as you guys know, they have those like height requirements. So you need to be a certain height so that the ride can actually be safe for you. And you can't tell right now because I actually know how to style my hair now, but growing up, I had sort of like a mini afro going on, mainly because I just didn't know how to style my hair properly. So I had a big poof. And I remember always getting on the big kid rides because the people who would always take your height would always chop it off at the top of my head, like right where my hair would end. So I always got to go on the big kid rides, even though I was too short for them, which thinking back was a safety problem, but also I got to go on the big kid rides. Yeah, like being short at the end of the day isn't actually that bad. If you're shorter, you actually gain muscle a lot quicker because if you're tall, you have to imagine, like for instance, just like take my arm muscle for a second. My bicep is small at the end of the day, like the length of it is small. So if you're going to the gym and you're super tall and you have a long bicep, it's gonna take you a lot longer to get larger arms because you have a bigger muscle at the end of the day. Whereas my muscle is a bit smaller, so it's a bit easier for me to gain muscle. So if you're shorter and you feel like getting bigger arms, getting a bigger chest, you can do that. Yeah, so that was my little blurb about being short. If you guys want to check out the Oofy shoes and you guys want to get a little bit taller, I'll leave a link for them down below. Definitely check it out. The shoes are super comfortable and you will amaze yourself with how much taller you are after you wear them. In the comment section down below, I want to know your height struggles, whether you're tall, whether you're average height, or whether you're short. Let me know a specific situation that you've been through because of your height. Like, are you someone who's really short and you have to deal with that in some way? Or are you really tall and you hit your head every single time you go through a doorway? Let me know in the comment section down below. Relate to my struggles and let's talk about it down below. I love you guys very much. Make sure to give this video a big like if you enjoyed it and subscribe for weekly videos. I love you guys. Make sure to, I don't know why I just pointed at you guys like we're at a club. Like, I love you guys. Make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, but most importantly, smile. Even if you're short, you better still be smiling. I love you guys. Bye.